Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something different from my channel. We are doing an extreme deep clean of the things that never get cleaned or don't get cleaned as often as they should, that's for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Got a lot of cleaning motivation coming your way, some tips and tricks as well in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And yes, starting out with cleaning the mattress. Did you guys know that it's recommended to clean your mattress every 6 months? Not just your sheets, obviously, but your actual mattress. I must admit, I'm extremely guilty. I have never, not one time since I've had the mattress in several years, it's kind of embarrassing, never cleaned it this way. So I do have mattress protectors and allergy protectors on my mattress, so I'm giving myself a little break there. So there's that. Anywho, stripping my bed, washing my sheets. I'm taking off the mattress protector and the allergy protector. So the top one that I have is machine washable. The other one is as well, but it was going to be the biggest pain of my life to get it back on by myself since I have a heavy king mattress. So I just unzipped the actual protector and pushed that back. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is vacuum with an upholstery attachment with like a handheld vacuum or whatnot. Vacuum your mattress. Make sure the attachment is extremely clean, dust free, because you don't want to add any dust into your mattress. So when you're sleeping, you know, there's oils and sweats and dust mites that get in there. It's so gross. It's disgusting, honestly. And then I have my self tanner and all of that. So anywho, vacuuming and just getting up any of the, you know, hair and dust and things that might be on your mattress and in your mattress pad.
Hello, how'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time to do everything you said you would. Frames of the past and the memory of you just come running by. Pictures of sunny days with your smile and the bar.
Next, you're going to want to sprinkle baking soda all over the mattress. Now what this does is draws out any moisture and dirt in there. Baking soda also deodorizes it so it smells nice and fresh and clean. And you're going to want to let this sit for several hours. I ended up letting this sit. I did this in the morning and then I just made my bed almost at 5 p.m. So you're going to want to let it sit and do its job for several hours. And then afterwards, well, I also did Sydney's bed the same exact way. And then afterwards, you are going to want to vacuum this up really well. And then you are good to go to make your bed and have it be nice and fresh, odorless, moistureless, clean. It's also going to help you breathe and sleep better and not have as much, you know, dust mite allergies and all of that jazz, which I'm presumably super allergic to dust mites, so I need a fresh, clean bed.
With your smile and the bar. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Try to be cool, even wear that shirt you wanted to. My friends think I'm lame.
Pro tip here, I love OxiClean White Revive for all of things whites, like all of my socks, all of my sheets. I have to have white sheets, but of course I love to self-tan, so sometimes it rubs off and you have that yellowy, gross stain on your sheets. This OxiClean White Revive works amazing.
Try to be cool, even wear that shirt you wanted to. My friends think I'm lame. Since I met you, I am not the same. It was not meant to be a fairy tale with a happy end. Girl, you take care now. I hope we
Next up is cleaning all of the toothbrushes and all of the holders. Did you know that the toothbrush is like the dirtiest thing in your house? It can hold over 100 million bacteria, yes, including E. coli, which is like poop and dust and dirt and just so gross. It's out in the open. Anywho, the best way to clean, well, at least my manual toothbrush, is to boil it for 2 to 3 minutes. You can throw it in the dishwasher as well. You can do, on the sanitized cycle if you prefer, but boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes, and it's recommended to do this every 2 weeks. I definitely don't do that every 2 weeks. And then, of course, rinsing out and washing with soap and water. The holders, you can pop those in the dishwasher as well, depending on the material. I just chose to hand wash them. And then Sydney's is battery operated. So, of course, I could not, submerge it in water, but I ran it underneath super hot faucet water for like 30 seconds to sanitize. It's okay to have your toothbrush, uncovered. If you're going to cover it, just make sure it's dry before it's covered. That way it doesn't like grow really gross things being moist and then covered. Next up is cleaning my Nespresso machine. So I use this for coffee every single day. I forget to run a very easy self-clean cycle, but this just takes like 2 to 5 minutes to run. All you do is fill the reservoir full of fresh water, empty any pods that are in the compartment there, and then you put it on lock. You press the button 3 times pretty fast, and then it's going to run a self-clean cycle. You can put a cup underneath, and it's going to clean the internal membranes and compartments in there, and then it's going to clear out any yucky water. You'll notice the water, is really dark and kind of gross, full of coffee in the beginning, and then eventually it will become clear and nice and clean. They do recommend descaling every 6 months, depending on use. It could be up to like 3 months if you use it all the time, just an FYI. So I'm warning you, I'm showing you my really gross, it's kind of embarrassing how gross this is, honestly, underneath my couch. It's the smallest little space, and my couch just lives in the same spot at all times. I have a small living room, not much rearranging I can do, so it just lives right here. Toys are constantly getting underneath the couch, so I was fishing some toys out for Sydney, and I realized, wow, there's like a thick layer of fuzz underneath here, so we need to get under there. So just took my Swiffer sweeper and started sweeping, and you can, this is so gross. There's like food crumbs and dust, and you guys, it's not like I go an entire year without cleaning under here. I definitely clean under here a couple times a year, like when I'm spring cleaning, but this just goes to show how much dust actually lives in our homes. No wonder why I have 24/7 allergies seeing this mess. But anyway, yeah, you can do like a broom with like a rag attachment to it. Get under there, move it if you can, vacuum under here. Oh my goodness, you guys, do not forget about underneath your couch. There's probably animals living under there. Next up, looking at my cupboards. So my cupboards do not go all the way up to the ceiling. I have not looked above my cupboards in so long, so I wanted to go ahead and go up there, and they were in a very bad dusty place. I first tried to grab my Swiffer. It did nothing, because as you can imagine, you're cooking, there's moisture, there's grease, all of the dust up there, and then the texture of the cupboards, so that pretty much did nothing. So I wanted to give you a little peek at what it looked like. I feel like the camera is making it look a whole lot worse than it looks to the naked eye, just because it is HD. In order to get this actually clean, I decided to take a big bowl, fill it with warm water and some dish soap. So Dawn dish soap is the best. I didn't have Dawn, I just used whatever dish soap I had, and then a rag or wet cloth, and wring it out, and then that honestly takes it off so much easier than any like dusting or anything else did.
Try to be cool, even wear that shirt you wanted to. My friends think I'm lame. Since I met you, I am not the same. It was not meant to be a fairy tale with a happy end. Girl, you take care now. I hope we can be friends. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone. Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say?
Being up close and personal with the tops of my cupboards, I realized the faces were pretty dusty and kind of dirty and haven't been touched in so long. So I did take soapy water again, soapy dishwater, and ran around all of my cupboards, around the face of them, and removed any, dust and spots. Honestly, dish soap and water work for so many different things, but I gave all of my cupboards a good scrub, both the top set and the bottom set. The bottom set, it's so crazy to me. I know I don't have white cupboards, so I feel like, I don't know, all of the dirt and food and everything is kind of hidden pretty well. But once I actually got face to face with them, I realized just how dirty they were and how many food spots were actually on them. Also, I feel like I should mention I'm wearing my mask while doing this because in one of my last cleaning videos, I had mentioned my dust allergy and when I clean and dust, and I tend to get super bad allergy symptoms. A lot of you had recommended just wearing a mask when I'm doing the thick dusting things, but that's why I'm wearing a mask. No, I do not wear a mask around my house normally.
Make me come undone. Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
Staying in the kitchen, I wanted to clean my garbage disposal. I do this sort of often, but I wanted to remember to actually clean it today. So I dumped a little bit of, actually quite a bit of baking soda in there. And then I poured vinegar over top. This just cleans it, deodorizes it, and makes it, smell much better than it probably was before. Also, another trick is to add a handful or scoop of ice cubes. Ice cubes help kind of sharpen the blades without damaging them. They're like just the right texture or firmness. What do you call it? I don't know. They're not hard enough to break it, but they are perfect to sharpen the blades. So you just dump a few in there and then turn it on. Something else I try to do at least twice a year are my baseboards, the little, the trim that's on the bottom of the doors, and then that leads me up the walls and onto the sides of the doors where the door handles are. These can get incredibly grimy without even noticing until you're actually faced down there. They get super dusty and just food's on there. So I ended up taking, again, soapy dishwater, dish soap and warm water and a cloth, and I just scrubbed around all of those, the trim on the bottom of my walls in the kitchen and in the entryway. And then I moved along to the walls and the doors where, we're constantly touching with our hands without realizing it.
How'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time. I'm not broken, not broken, not broken. They say I was broken. How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
Apparently my kitchen needed a lot of help because we were in the kitchen again going through the oven. This glass inside of the oven is just caked on, stuck on grease, and I didn't know how to tackle it until I saw Go Clean Co's Instagram stories, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to tackle this today. So I ended up using Easy Off, and it was heavy duty oven cleaner Easy Off. Now, this particular Easy Off is not made for self-cleaning ovens. It has a protective coating on the metal part, so you have to be really careful and only get it on the glass. I did learn that from them on the Go Clean Co's Instagram stories. So anyway, using rubber gloves, wearing a mask, I opened up some windows for ventilation since this stuff is pretty toxic and bad for you, and ended up spraying on a nice layer of this, and you let it soak for 10 to 15 minutes. I can't remember I did this a little while ago. I can't remember how long, but I had to end up doing it 2 different times because it was so tough underneath there. But it did work really well. After you let it soak for quite a while, you can wipe it off with a paper towel, and that's what I did. You'll see how much grime was on there and how much I got off. I have been trying to scrub this for so long and it doesn't budge. So you really do need like heavy duty oven cleaner if you have not cleaned your oven in so long. That's going to do it for today's video. Definitely let me know if you want to see a part 2 or more of these types of videos, because I know there are so many other ideas that I have of places that I need to clean better. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you in the next one.